Wow, what an upset from Grin Theory, taking out Walkstar. As of right now, we are unsure what may have been causing Walkstar to crumble during this match. It could be a plethora of things, but all we know for sure is that Grin Theory has not only beaten Walkstar to become the 2025 UGL champion, but now he is heading to the second round of the 2025 Grotto Beast Pro League. But who will be his opponent? That is the question that will be answered in this next match. We have two absolute giants in the Grotto Beast scene. Small Evil, a household name in the Pro League. He ranks third globally in the Pro League and has achieved a legendary status in the scene. However, his opponent, Bimchuk, is a name very well associated with the Grotto Beast scene, specifically in the Pro League. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest deck builders of all time. He knows this game inside and out, so it'll be very interesting to see how he fares against Small Evil. But we are not going to be waiting any longer to find out. The second match is about to begin now.
The following match is set for 2 falls.
Alright, let's take a look at Small Evil. We already know that he is a professional player. In fact, he is, in my personal top 3 players of all time. He is still running that Novasaur deck that he ran last year that took him all the way to the finals. So, obviously, he's going to want to keep running the same deck and hopefully see similar success. His lifetime stats have jumped up since the last time we've seen him. 252 wins, 62 losses, no ties. Very, very impressive. His achievements, of course, 2023 Pro League competitor, 2024 Pro League runner-up, founder of the Evil League, one of the top underground organizations, and he has a top 5 global rank. Very impressive, and I can't wait to see how he performs this year. right, let's go ahead and take a look at Bimchuk's stats. He is technically considered a pro due to his knowledge on the game and deck building, but he has not, formally competed in the Grotto Beast Pro League. He has competed, abroad, but never here until now. He is running the Opti Jammer deck, a mix of Optimal Illusion and Proto Jammer, which should be very, very interesting to see in action. As we can see, his lifetime stats: 377 wins to 54 losses with 6 ties. Just blowing it out of the water with such impressive stats. And his achievements, they speak for themselves, and I cannot wait to see this matchup go down. And here we go. Match 2 is about to begin. We have Small Evil versus Bimchuk. Small Evil still running that Pine Princess from last year. For each grotto that Small Evil has in play, that Pine Princess will gain 1 power. And we have Bimchuk here running that Jex. That Jex will allow him to ignore the Epic Rule, but at quite a price. That Jex requires 18 cards scored to win. I believe that is the second highest in all of Grotto Beasts. But will he be able to pull it off against Small Evil? He is one of the greatest deck builders in the world, so he must know what he's doing. However, against a deck like Small Evil's, he doesn't really have much to work with, since he did not design that deck himself. That deck was designed by Small Evil's team at Evil Co. So the only knowledge that Bimchuk could have of this deck is all based off of the gameplay from last year's event.
1% could go missing and nothing would change.
As much as you all want to eat the rich, who makes your lives better? We do. We entertain you. We make you laugh. We distract you.
Both of them exchanging words. As you can hear, both of them are just exchanging words with each other right now. Bimchuk is a working man, and he is facing a giant billionaire figure like Small Evil. But I believe both of these players have a lot in common. Both of them have that drive to be at the top. However, they both are cut from a different cloth. And it looks like now they're going to play rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first and who goes second. Small Evil just checking out his cards after drawing from those mulligans. And scissors beats paper. He's going to allow Bimchuk to go first, I believe.
Looks like I'll begin.
And here we go, getting things started. Bimchuk, he has a pretty strong hand. We see that Proto Jammer and that Optimal Illusion. That Proto Jammer is very dangerous, very reminiscent of Tall Guy's deck, or Peacebreaker. Whatever he wants to be known as nowadays. He's going to go ahead and play that Glowing Cavern. He is not trying to play too much this turn to force his opponent into a position where he needs to play more to get rid of all those excess cards from his hand, from those mulligans. Very, very smart play by Bimchuk. Force your opponent to do more, so then he can follow back up on his third turn.
Your first play, bonus look, it's going to be closer to payment.
Small Evil's going to go ahead and play that bonus luck using that Starbit cluster as payment. As we saw earlier, he got a warning, presumably not drawing his card for the start of the turn. Rookie mistake, but, you know, everybody makes mistakes every now and then.
That's the thing about luck. You never know when it comes.
He fails the toss. He gets heads rather than tails, but he still gets to draw 2 cards. He's going to go ahead and pass his turn over to Bimchuck. Let's see what Bimchuck here decides to do.
I think I'm going to pass.
Bimchuck is going to go ahead and pass it over back to Small Evil. Now Small Evil really has to make a play here, because now, at this point in time, if he doesn't do anything, he's going to be left in a position where he's going to have to discard cards from his hand in order to keep his hand legal. And if he doesn't, then that's just going to look bad for him. But it does look like he plans on making a play here. He's going to go ahead and play that Excusor. When attacking or defending, if Excusor is above a Grotto, Excusor gains 3 power, which is an integral part of his deck alongside that Chromanova. But he's going to pass it over to Bimchuck. Bimchuck now has the opportunity to make a play. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and play that Festive Mimic for 3, which is going to allow him to roll a dice. Whatever it lands on is the amount of cards he'll be able to draw from the top of his deck. Drawing those cards, depending on what he rolls, is going to help him find what wishes that he's going to want to attach onto that Proto Jammer.
How many cards I get to draw from the top of my deck? 2.
He rolls a 2, a very small number. Not what he wanted to see here.
It's a cute trick.
Still, we have plenty to see from Bimchuck. I highly doubt that's going to be the only thing he does here. He's eyeballing that Starbit cluster, maybe even eyeballing that Optimal Illusion. But it looks like he might already have a play in mind here.
I'm going to summon the Proto Jammer for 5.
And he does. He's going to go ahead and summon that Proto Jammer for 5. Looks like those cards he was looking through, he was already calculating what order he was going to put it in. He attaches a Reckless Off-Roading, a Game Wipe, and a Song of Protection. He's going to use that Song of Protection onto the Proto Jammer. If you don't know, Proto Jammer, when summoned, you may attach any number of wishes from your hand face up onto it, and you may rest Proto Jammer and use any of those wishes that are attached to him, and they don't get discarded. It's a very, very crazy card, very flexible, but it comes at a cost. You don't know what your opponent is going to use those 5 cards for, and, you know, fueling your opponent that much may not be a great idea in the early game. But we're going to see how it does for Bimchuck now that it's Small Evil's turn. Small Evil is using a bonus luck, even though he has a ton of cards. And missing the flip again, and will only be able to draw 1. Either this is a tactic to get rid of cards, or he is secretly digging for something. He's going to go ahead and play that Dank Sewer for 1. When an opponent scores a card, that player discards the top card of their deck. So that is going to be a deterrent for Bimchuck to make these small attacks in between turns, because the less he scores, that's going to be more cards going into his discard pile. That's going to be less cards that he'll be able to use. Bimchuck is calling out Small Evil, but Small Evil does not care. He's going to go ahead and play that Chromanova for 6.
You don't know what you're doing, and wait because you enjoy the time.
Wow.
It's nothing to do with you shaking you in those frilly little girlish hands of yours.
Ooh, and the mind games are starting to come into play here.
The body of you, he'll do. You're working hard, man. think something that you couldn't possibly understand.
Small Evil is trying to
My wall.
give a rebuttal to what
Concept I
Bimchuk
didn't
had to say.
understand, then I wouldn't even be here right now.
I'll pass.
Small Evil's going to pass. He played that Chromanova. All beasts next to Chromanova gained 1 power, and all beasts above a grotto gain 1 power. So that Chromanova is
Alright.
already powering that Excasaur to potentially swing for 7
I'm
damage.
gonna play Book of Wonder for 2.
Going to go ahead and play that Book of Wonder. Looks like he used 2 Starbit clusters as payment. Yikes. Keeping that summoning pool empty so Small Evil has less and less to play around with, while also maintaining the amount of cards that Small Evil has in his summoning pool. Bimchuk knows exactly what he's doing here. But I just wonder what he's going to be looking to grab here. Looks like he's going to be grabbing a Song of Protection. Maybe he has another wish in mind that he wants to use on that Proto Jammer.
Texas. What can I
Maybe
say?
that reckless off-roading to get rid of that
Born and
dank
raised.
sewer.
Yeehaw State.
Or maybe, just maybe,
Yep.
even that that game wipe,
If you were
which would be
smart,
very, very
you know
destructive
that
right now.
Texas is actually the leading state in the entire world when it comes to the production and distribution of LNG and energy. But you don't know that. What a shame.
We can see Bimchuk's hand there.
How much money it is.
He also has an optimal illusion,
More than you think.
and with that glowing cavern setup, he
I'm gonna
could
go ahead and play
potentially.
the Song of Protection.
We're gonna see him play that Song of Protection
I'm gonna rest
onto Proto Jammer,
to use Game Wipe.
and there we go.
Please discard all your beasts.
He's going to use that game wipe, force Small Evil to discard all his beasts in play. All those cards he spent to get them out there, that was all for nothing now. Bimchuk is playing the long game here. And it looks like, from the look of things, I think he's about to summon that Optimal Illusion.
5, I'm going to play Optimal Illusion.
And there we see it. That Optimal Illusion finally comes out. He waited until after the game wipe, so then Optimal Illusion can still reap the benefits from that glowing cavern. Very, very smart play from Bimchuk. And now he's going to pass it over to Small Evil. Small Evil now has to respond. That, with 10 cards that went down the drain for nothing. But he has plenty of cards there. It looks like he wants to play that Cauldron. And he's got plenty of grottos, but not necessarily any beasts either.
Taking that one.
You call me by yourself. Well, alright, Bimchuk. I didn't expect you to have a good play in here. I do the Cauldron before.
Cauldron for 4. He's going to go ahead and look at the top card of his deck until he finds a beast. And that beast gets summoned for free, and he gets that Chromanova. Incredible. But from the sound of things, it sounded like Small Evil was maybe doubting Bimchuk's ability to play. Maybe after that play, maybe it'll open up Small Evil's eyes. Maybe he's just feeling it out, testing the waters, hearing of such a great player, but has never played in the Pro League. It is unheard of, so maybe Small Evil is just trying to test the waters to see what he's truly up against. That is certainly that professional mindset, that Pro League mindset. These are the things you got to think about once you reach this level of play. But regardless, it was a reckless move to allow Bimchuk to just discard all those beasts, assuming it was intentional. He's going to go ahead and play another Dank Sewer for 1. It's going to be right under that Chromanova. But now Bimchuk no longer has any cards in his summoning pool, so that Excasaur that he has in his hand, he won't be able to put out until his next turn.
Clock is ticking.
Big up backs.
Small Evil was observing that Proto Jammer before passing his turn. These players are on the clock.
Here's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
Bimchuk, he does not
Start
have too much
playing Eat It Up
in his hand to work
one.
with, but he's going to go ahead and play that Eat It Up for 1, which will allow him to draw a card as well as give one beast
Because
1
this
power.
is a wish, you must rest your Chromanova.
And he's going to be using Optimal Illusion's ability. Optimal Illusion has 2 abilities. One of those abilities will allow him to summon beasts or grottos from his discard pile as if they were in his hand. And that second ability is whenever he summons a wish,
I'll play another Festive
he may
Mimic
choose
3.
a beast in play and rest it. Now he's going to play that Festive Mimic.
6.
He rolls a 6, very, very lucky, and he's going to be able to draw into 6 more cards. Oh boy, this does not look good for Small Evil. He drew into plenty of cards there. One of those is a JBA. He's looking at that game wipe, though. Could we see him do another game wipe? I don't know why he would, but there is always a chance. I think it's more likely we see him rest that Proto Jammer for that Reckless Off-Roading, so then he can make an attack now and reduce the amount of cards he has to discard from those dank sewers.
Frog Slap for 2.
He's using that Frog Slap. It's going to allow him to attach a card onto his Proto Jammer.
And I'm going to use that to attach this JBA onto my Proto Jammer.
And that's exactly what we see. We see the JBA attached to that Proto Jammer.
I'm going to rest Proto
So
Jammer,
now that
but I'm
is
gonna use
completely
Reckless
free.
Off-Roading to get rid of one of your dank sewers.
Yup.
One under Chromanova.
Yup. Reckless Off-Roading gets rid of the dank sewer, but specifically the one under that Chromanova, so then it does not gain any extra power.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and attack for 6.
He's going to attack for that 6.
You got it.
And Small Evil won't even defend with his challenger. We'll let him just score 6. And because of that dank sewer, he will have to discard 6. But it was smart getting rid of that other dank sewer, or else he'd be in a world of hurt having to discard 12 cards.
You remember me this night I had a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
And he wasn't as dumb as you were.
I wouldn't say I'm dumb. But if that's what you think of me, it's fine. Because I think I've been besting you this entire time so far.
Yeah.
If that makes me dumb, that makes you stupid.
Ooh, and the wordplay
Okay.
coming in from Bimchuk. He is not leaving anything for Small Evil to respond with.
It's gonna be really easy for you.
Small Evil really has to pull something together this turn if he wants to turn it around.
You have your summoning pool?
6.
With 6 cards in his summoning pool, Small Evil has a limited amount of plays he can make, especially if he wants to get that Excasaur out. He's going to go ahead and play a bonus luck for 1. May be looking for something. Small Evil now, he's going to be flipping the coin himself. And he gets the tails. He gets the tails, which means he's going to be able to draw 3 from the top of his deck. that 3
What can I say?
is going to go very far because we see that Excasaur as well, which means that he has 2 Excasaurs in his hand right now. And we see we spot another Chroma Nova. Jeez Louise. Small Evil has a lot he can do here, but he's just got to be careful
Yes, sir.
that Bimchuk doesn't play that game wipe again. Five cards left in Bimchuk's summoning pool. What will Small Evil do here? We see he also has a JBA. He's got plenty of cards to make some ridiculous plays with. The question is, how will he be able to do that?
Next one would be a Excasaur for 4.
He's going to go ahead and play that Excasaur for 4 and a Dank Sewer for 1. That Dank Sewer coming back out. That is Bimchuk's biggest deterrent. But, again, he has that reckless off-roading, which should allow him to take out 1, but not 2. Very, very smart play by Small Evil, because Bimchuk does not want to deck himself out.
I think I'll swing for 6.
I'll defend for 2.
Small Evil finally responding. He's going to swing for 6 as well, but Bimchuk will defend for 2. Bimchuk's going to draw 1 for defeating Small Evil's challenger, and Small Evil is going to go ahead and score 4, bringing him 2 behind from Bimchuk. That's way better than being 6 behind, though. But the real question is, was that the right play? Should he have instead held on to both the Chroma Nova and the Pine Princess to try and anticipate an attack? Maybe set up some sort of defense. He's going to use that emergency rescue to grab his bonus Lux and shuffle those back into his deck. But if Small Evil had not attacked and prepped for a defense, he could have defended for maybe 12 to 13 damage. But since he is not, this leaves that Excasaur wide open. And the positioning of the Chroma Nova is not even correct. That Chroma Nova should be directly next to that Excasaur. So that Excasaur will only be able to defend for 5. He must have some faith or some confidence that nothing will happen until the next turn. He's going to use that clip that. He does have something up his sleeve.
Better tap. Time is running low.
1 more Excasaur.
He's going to play that Excasaur for 4. But again, no, there's no Grotto under that Excasaur either. Which means that both Excasaurs are missing 1 piece of the puzzle.
All right.
One is next to it but has no Grotto. The other one has a Grotto but is not next to that Chroma Nova. This is very dangerous for Small Evil.
I'm in a good spot.
Again, though, Small Evil does have to see these things. He must know what is going on and what is about to happen to him. If he can just last 1 more turn, I believe he'll be able to turn things around and take out Bimchuk. We'll just have to see what Bimchuk decides to do this turn. He's got a lot of cards to work with in his hand. And a lot of cards to work with on that Proto Jammer as well.
Proto Jammer, you Song of Protection. Song of Protection.
Double Song of Protection.
Game wipe for 4.
And he's going to play game wipe for 4. He's not even going to allow Small Evil the chance. Disturbing play right there. And we can still see there's plenty of things that Bimchuk can do this turn.
Starbit cluster for 3.
He's going to use a Starbit cluster for 3 so then he can draw into 4 cards. We can only imagine what he might be looking for here. And I think he found it. That energizing drink. That does not look good. If that's what he's been looking for, this does not bode well for Small Evil at all. He's already had 2 full resets this game.
Energizing drink for 2.
And he's going to go ahead and use that energizing drink for 2 to wake up that Proto Jammer. Now that Proto Jammer is free to use wishes once again. So what will Bimchuk do here? I think Bimchuk is probably gearing up for an attack. He's counting how many cards he's got scored. Now it's just a matter of making it a killing blow. He's got to score 18 to win. He's got 6 scored. He needs to attack for at least 12 right now if he wants to win. Currently, he'd be attacking for a total of 5. 3 from that Optimal Illusion, 2 from that Jex. He's going to go ahead, eat it up for 1, bringing his attack power up to 6.
Plus 2 for 2.
Plus 2, bringing his attack power up to 8. That's just 4 away from being able to win.
There's Proto Jammer, JBA.
And JBA bringing his attack power up to 14. And he's going to go ahead and win that first game. We are going to need an instant replay on that. As we could see, he rests the Proto Jammer to use a Song of Protection. Then he uses a Song of Protection on his own so he can play that game wipe and force Small Evil to discard all the beasts he had in play. And then right after that, he goes ahead and he plays that Starbit cluster so then he can draw into 4 cards, which one of those ended up being an energizing drink, which he ends up playing immediately after. And from that point onward, it was one after the other. It started off with that Eat It Up, and then right after that Eat It Up, he followed straight up with a +2. And from there, he rested Proto Jammer to use that JBA, and it was history from there. I don't know how Small Evil is going to be able to recover since his opponent plays like that, but we'll just have to see in this next game. That was truly some impressive work, though, from both players.
Let's see. I think I'm happy with my hand.
Looks like Bimchuk is happy with his hand.
Losers rules.
Small Evil, since he lost, he'll be able to choose who goes first and who goes second. And it looks like he's opting to go second once again. That seemed to be the right move the first time around. However, we all saw what just happened. Small Evil confirming if he likes his hand or not. Things are starting to get stressful around here.
You go first.
Sorry, you're taking too long.
The mind games from Bimchuk. He must be feeling very, very proud after what just transpired. But Bimchuk is going to go ahead and kick it off in this game. Starting off small with a Book of Wonder. He's going to be digging for a wish of his choice. We already see him eyeballing that game wipe. That game wipe really, really came in clutch for him in that last game.
The possibilities are endless.
Claiming the possibilities are endless. I've got to agree.
player, hate the game.
Small,
Character. Seems like an easy one.
Small Evil calling to question
Well, I'll tell you
Bimchuk's
one thing,
authenticity.
it was easy.
Claims his deck is a cop-out.
I sure as hell wouldn't be, wasting my time with the likes of someone as amateur as you for a professional. You're not giving off a good impression at all.
Bimchuk grabbing that up in the air while
See what type of impression.
calling Small Evil an amateur. Small Evil calling Bimchuk's deck a
Regardless
cheat
of what
deck,
happens, what they
maybe
say.
trying to
In any event,
get into Bimchuk's
the first
head.
thing to happen and the last thing to happen are the most memorable things. That first match I gave you, that's going to leave a mark for a while. That one's going to linger in your head for the rest of your life.
That's the thing about great business, man.
Small Evil trying
Whether we win or
to
lose,
smile through the
we
pain.
move on to make more profit.
Pass.
Bimchuk is going to go ahead and pass it over to Small Evil.
I thought y'all just sue until you win.
Small Evil was not happy about that first loss.
And you call me a cheat.
It's not cheating, it's in the system. Bonus luck for one. Just start with clusters paying.
Gonna go ahead and use that bonus luck,
Sure ain't fair if the
paying with a
system
Starbit cluster, so he'll be able to draw one extra card regardless of the result.
missed it.
He's gonna have to draw
I need to.
2 instead of 4 because it did not land tails.
We all know. It's tough.
But I like Small Evil's thinking,
But you didn't have any
calling
responsibility.
Bimchuk's deck cheap. A man like Bimchuk does not take those words very lightly, and you could tell by his response to Small Evil calling him an amateur. Bimchuk, I feel like he's going to try and prove to Small Evil that no matter what, he would still beat him.
It's fair. It's fair enough. I'll play the card for
Small Evil's playing that
All right.
cauldron. Bimchuk clearly not happy after being accused of running a cheat deck. Small Evil is very, very good when it comes to these kind of mind games, these mind tricks.
That's for sure.
He is the evil mastermind for a reason. And now he's going to go ahead and get that Excasaur out for free thanks to the cauldron and pass it over to Bimchuk. Bimchuk may be a genius deck builder, but I'm sure any regular person's mind would crumble just being in the presence of Small Evil, let alone facing him and having to deal with him trying to get under your skin. That is what he does best. He is a businessman after all. He knows exactly what to say to get exactly what he wants. But Bimchuk seems unfazed as of right now. He is playing that Proto Jammer and attaching 5 wishes. He's got a JBA up in the air. It looks like a Starbit cluster and a Song of Protection. Gonna go ahead and use that Proto Jammer ability to use the Starbit cluster. Ooh.
I will go ahead and pass it up to you.
Does not draw into a game wipe, but he does have that up in the air ready. You can only imagine what Bimchuk plans on doing this game. Small Evil, he's now going to play a Sunspring Field for 1. His maximum hand size is now increased by 1, but that does not matter to him. It is just another grotto to help fuel his
That's right.
beasts. Trying to use Starbit Cluster as the summoning cost for that Sunspring Field. That's going to get him a warning. Small Evil may be the evil mastermind, but when it comes to the rules, Bimchuk knows more about this game than anybody on this planet. So simple mistakes like that will not slide with Bimchuk. He calls it out to the ref immediately. But doesn't matter.
Quite an expensive deck.
Small Evil's going to play that Chromanova.
What makes you, justify running something so costly?
Bimchuk now questioning Small Evil's deck.
Try me. I might. I just might.
A deck like this needs a high cost because power demands a high cost. That's the thing people don't understand. You're so content. You think your little life, your little family, your little things are enough. Not me. I'm hungry, power hungry. I'm driven. Driven for money. I'm just for everything I can acquire. All of you are just little minnows in my great big ocean.
I got
Wow.
another question for you then.
I'll pass.
What good is that money to you?
He's going to go ahead and pass it over to Bimchuk.
You have nothing after that. You have no family to remember. No good memories. None of that. All you have is all this cash. And that self-conscious. Knowing that what
Small
you did was
Evil
wrong.
flipping Bimchuk's question about his deck
You guys get to the top.
into something more personal to
All
Bimchuk.
you do
And now Bimchuk is
tear
questioning
others down.
Small Evil's
Use up
morals.
people. What good is that when you're dead?
Small Evil's still playing those mind games. Being able to flip a question based around his deck into something bigger than that is no easy feat.
We made it for using as a stepping stone. Let's see berserk.
Bimchuk
I'm not
is
sure what that is.
moving very slow.
That was a man.
This is atypical of him.
He's a prince. Or rather, he wanted to be a prince. He was hungry for it.
He's going to go ahead and play that Optimal Illusion for 5. That was the star of the show last game. That Optimal Illusion is very, very strong, very powerful with his abilities, but lacks in the actual power department, as he can only attack for 3.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all it is. Hands to the people in control.
Nothing in life is free. Everything comes back around one way or another. I think today you're going to get yours.
Maybe.
Bimchuk threatening Small Evil. Personally, not the move I would have made.
Glowing cavern for 2.
But he's going to go ahead and play that Glowing Cavern for 2 to protect that Optimal Illusion in case anything were to happen. Small Evil summoning pool is now empty, so unless he has to clip that, there's nothing he can really do here.
And a pass.
And he knows that as well, so he's going to pass it over to Small Evil. Small Evil off rip is immediately going to play that Sunspring Field for 1. Small Evil knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Now it's a matter of executing it. We see he has 2 Excasaurs and another Chromanova in his hand. That is impressive to me. He has all the beasts necessary to completely obliterate Bimchuk. But as we see,
Does this count as beside each other?
oh, he's asking the ref as he notices his own mistake that Chromanova is in the wrong spot. He wants that Chromanova and that Grotto to be next to the Excasaur, but unfortunately that is not how it is set up. This could put huge dents in Small Evil's plans. How will he manage to recover from this, if it's even possible? He's thinking long and hard about it, as we can see. He's trying to figure out any solution here, but that is quite the blunder.
Use 2+2s. Start the custom. That's maybe.
Have you realized yet that money doesn't buy happiness? Or
He's going to use 2+2s. I'm going to assume he is setting up some sort of defense, maybe preparing himself.
I'll put both right here. So it pushes it up to 10.
I don't think so. I think it might be 9.
His
Yeah, you're right.
Small Evil's Excasaur is now at 9.
I will move on the attack. 9, 4, 2, 15.
I'll go ahead.
He's going to attack for 15. And Bimchuk, he's going to defend for 5. I don't think he was anticipating Small Evil being able to attack for such an unworldly amount right now.
You should probably do something.
This is where Small Evil's deck prevails. The moments like this, where your opponent isn't expecting anything to happen, but boom, just like that, you make it happen. And for his final move, he's going to play that Dank Sewer, and now he's passing it over to Bimchuk.
You know, hypothetically speaking, let's say you lose here.
Bimchuk does have an opening to counterswing, but will it be enough?
I may not have all the money you do, but
Will it be enough to take out Small Evil? I don't think so.
I leave here a happy man, knowing I can go back to my
But
family.
just based off of the amount of pressure on his shoulders, he may feel obligated to counterswing right now, considering his D is not that good. Bimchuk does not have great D, but Small Evil has fantastic D. You know, I've seen his D. I've seen it many times. His D is very strong. It's very powerful. You can't do anything about Small Evil's D.
Care about your family.
But Bimchuk, his D is not all that great.
Kid you have waiting for you at home, and whatever home-cooked meal your wife has waiting for you. Your little pet. Probably a farm too.
That's just the way life should be.
That's the thing. I'm different, Bimchuk. You can't change me. I can tell. You want me to see life your way. That won't work. I'm greed-driven. Greedy goblin? He's got nothing on me.
Small Evil calling out Greedy Goblin, who has not performed since the first Pro League, and it will not be performing for a while.
Small evil. Just like Big Evil.
Well, I appreciate your comment. Fortunately, I can't say I feel the same way. I can respect you as a player just based off sportsmanship, but as a person, you're nothing more than an empty shell of a man. You have nothing. This off-roading for 2.
Reckless Off-Roading is coming
Go
out.
ahead and get rid of that dank sewer.
He's going to get rid of that Dank Sewer. He does not want to see that Dank Sewer right now. That Dank Sewer is the cause of a lot of problems. But I believe Small Evil was anticipating that. Anticipating that Bimchuk would have to waste 2 cards just to get rid of that 1 card, which limits what he can and cannot play. Small Evil, I think he's starting to understand it now, and he's finally starting to flip things in his way. Bimchuk, though, still has plenty of things he can do here.
Gonna play a frog slap for 2.
He's going to go ahead and play that Frog Slap for 2. What wish could he possibly be looking to attach right now?
So I can put this cauldron on here.
The Cauldron, he could be trying to look for more beasts
Gonna rest.
for some sort of
Use JBA.
defense, but he's going to use that JBA.
I will swing for 8.
And he swings for 8, putting him 2 behind Small Evil. But this does not look very good for Bimchuk at all. That counter swing may not have been the best idea. Small Evil now starting his turn.
Open Geo for 1.
He's going to use Open Geode for 1. He's clearly looking for something here. He must be looking for some power-up cards, because if he finds any sort of power-up cards here right now, then that is pretty much the game for him.
That's what's up, me. Bonus luck for 1.
He's going to go ahead and play a bonus luck for 1.
Tails and tails.
Calling tails. Let's see if he'll be able to draw into it.
Man, today just
It
is not
looks
your day.
like he does not. Only gets to draw 1, which makes that other Open Geode in his hand pretty much obsolete
All
here.
in there once or twice. One thing I can appreciate about you businessman is one small little hiccup won't stop you from continuing. Move about your day like it never happened.
Yeah, we know how to take a loss. Hopefully you can do the same.
Hopefully, he knows how to do the same. I think Small Evil is going to attack here.
I think I'll attack.
Will he have enough to win?
For additional 15.
I think that's game.
That is game. Small Evil is going to score another 15.
But
Oh my goodness. Now it is tied up now 1-1. So who will be going on to the semifinals, I wonder? We should get an instant replay on those last few moments there, because that was truly something to witness. As we can see here, Bimchuk, he makes a sort of compliment towards Small Evil, saying he appreciates how businessmen know how to move on. And this is what Small Evil had to say.
Yeah, we know how to take a loss. Hopefully you can do the same.
Saying that he hopes Bimchuk knows how to take a loss right before attacking him for a total of 15, bringing his score up to 25, winning that game.
Additional 15.
I think that's game.
This match so far has been
Cut a tap.
incredible.
I think I'll tap.
And
How about you?
I
now
think I'll do the same.
they are seeing if they like their hands before they start this final game. This is match point. Whoever wins this game goes to the semifinals.
I think I'll keep my hand.
I think I'm mulligan.
Bimchuk opting to keep his hand, but Small Evil is going to go ahead and mulligan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Let's talk about their strategies so far. Bimchuk, in the first game, we saw he had zero mercy and was utilizing those game wipes to slow down Small Evil. And for a deck as expensive as Small Evil's, that is something he does not want to see. But in the second game, it looks like Bimchuk either couldn't find any by drawing into them, or he was still stuck on what Small Evil had to say about his deck. Because we saw very early into the match that as soon as Small Evil called his deck a cheat deck, Bimchuk, when using that Book of Wonder, had the opportunity to grab a game wipe there, but opted for an up in the air instead. I'm wondering if he did that for pride, or if he was looking for both and just could not get into it.
Yeah.
It looks like
I think I want you to go first.
Small Evil is happy with his hand, and Bimchuk is going to allow Small Evil to go first. This is the first time Bimchuk's going to have the opportunity to go second, which should be huge but upsetting. Small Evil only plays a Sunspring Field. Oh, but he uses a clip that, so Bimchuk will have plenty to work with, I think. Assuming that Small Evil plays something huge here. Maybe he's trying to bait his opponent into making subsequent larger plays, which would benefit Small Evil in the long run.
Right.
He plays that Excursor. Having that out on the first turn is pretty huge.
No.
Small Evil is staring down at Bimchuk.
Than you'd probably hope for. I'm many things. You know, I'm a working man. A hard working man.
Bimchuk claims he's a hard worker.
Man. One thing I am not is an honest man.
Bimchuk saying he's not an honest man. What the fuck did he mean by that?
Do what I need to do to provide for my family.
He said he'll do anything. If that's the case, please, Bimchuk, feel free to call me. I'm sure there's some things you could do for me.
But
that was just a joke, guys. Just joking, guys.
Necessary.
The ends justifies the means.
It looks like both Bimchuk and Small Evil have found a middle ground, somewhere where they can meet in the middle, something that they agree upon.
I'm going to go ahead and play Proto Jammer.
Going to go ahead and play that Proto Jammer for 5. We're going to see
Yes,
what wishes he chooses to attach on to that Proto Jammer. We see the JBA. We see Reckless Off-Roading.
These are the wishes.
We see a Cauldron and a Starbit Cluster all getting attached.
I'm going to rest
but
Proto
no
Jammer.
game
Use
wipe.
Cauldron.
But he's going to use that Cauldron off rip. This could be huge. He gets an Optimal Illusion. So that's all the big hitters of his deck out, and he only had to spend 5 cards to do that. What would have costed?
Would you like to cut
what would have costed 10 or more cards?
I'll cut.
Only ended up costing 5.
That is fine by me.
Very, very impressive. The Small Evil now is going to cut his opponent's deck. But he's doing it in a weird way. Very reminiscent to what we've seen in the 2024 Pro League. What he did with Peacebreaker. Very, very disrespectful.
I remember this maneuver. I seen you do something similar on that Peacebreaker guy.
Yeah, he was a real character.
Well,
Small Evil and Bimchuk talking about
was a veteran,
Peacebreaker.
so to that, I must salute him.
Who was he protecting?
America. Americans.
2 minutes.
Bimchuk backing Peacebreaker
Everything
and
outside-
showing gratitude and
outside of
support
America is
for him
is a
defending
place.
the country of
What do you
America.
think set them out
Thank you, Peacebreaker, for your service.
there? You think they went out there to fight Arabs, like desert people?
Damn straight.
No. We sent them out there. We sent them out there to make money for us.
What
Minute
way?
30.
And just when I thought that Small Evil and Bimchuk
makes
maybe were getting along,
Money makes war.
What way do
Small
you
Evil and
profit
Bimchuk
off the senseless
managed to
killing?
find a way to dislike each other once again. Bimchuk wants to show support for the troops, for the soldiers, for the good American people who put their lives on the line
That's the
for
name of
our
the game,
protection, and Small Evil
Hardy
calls
people,
them
hardy
nothing but pawns to fight
That's one of the
his
biggest
war
market
to make
people.
him money.
One thing everybody wants
Down
to
to a
do.
minute.
Shameful.
Everybody has.
Shameful. Just downright shameful.
Rage. And we need to use it. Here's your deck.
Disturbing.
I will pass.
And he's going to go ahead and pass it over to Small
Tell you
Evil.
one thing. If money is the reason for war, I don't believe that one damn bit. I was out there fighting for my country, and I didn't make a damn.
It turns
thing
out
doing it.
Bimchuck, also a veteran,
One cover for 2.
fighting for his country. Thank you for your service, Bimchuck. And Small Evil, he's going to go ahead and play that glowing cavern there for 2. And we can see he does have that Chromanova in his hand, and he has another Excasaur ready to go at a moment's notice.
That's 2.
But he's going to go ahead and play that +2 onto that Excasaur. He's preparing that D of his that he has. He's preparing that D for Bimchuck. He wants Bimchuck to feel his D.
I'm attacking for 7.
Instead, Small Evil wants to feel Bimchuck's D.
No,
He's
6.
going to go ahead and attack him.
3. +2. 5.
Wouldn't it be 2 plus 3, then +2 plus 2? I believe that's 9.
Oh,
Correcting Small Evil.
Yeah,
Power
balance.
play. He is
thank you.
attacking for a total of 9.
Yeah, I'll attack for 9 for Chuck.
I think I'll defend for 2.
He's only going to defend for 2. He's not going to give him his full D, only some of it.
Draw a card for defeating each other's challengers.
Both of them
It's
will
fair
draw a
trade-off.
card for defeating each other's challengers. Very, very interesting that Bimchuck would allow him to score that much on his second turn.
I'm glad I'll pass.
I wonder what he could possibly be thinking right now. Bimchuck
All right,
is going to start off this turn.
let's get this show on the road.
We can only imagine what he may be thinking right now. I am eager to know what he's going to do. He's got plenty of cards in his hand, but he is kind of pushed up against a corner right now. We see the energizing drink there. He
Rest
could
Proto
play
Gemmer.
2 wishes
Use
right now.
JBA.
He's going to use that JBA
Energizing drink for 2.
energizing drink for 2 to wake up that Proto Jammer again.
Rest Proto Jammer again to use JBA.
And he's going to double JBA. And Small Evil just attacked. He won't be able to show off that D of his.
I'm going to attack for 14.
Holy cannoli. Bimchuck attacking for 14. Almost winning him the match instantly. That is a very strong counter swing. And I think he knows Small Evil won't be able to counter swing for game immediately.
And from there...
So he prolongs the game even longer, but puts himself very, very close to bringing it home.
I'll play another one of these for 5.
And oh my god! We see a second optimal illusion come into play. This is something that we have yet
Now
to see
pass
from
to you.
Bimchuck. A double optimal illusion. How can Small Evil even possibly respond to something like that? That's just ridiculous.
8.
Small Evil, though, he's eyeballing that cauldron, and it looks like he may be playing it. Maybe he's just kind of laying it out there for his opponent to see. He's not worried about sharing information with his opponent. He's not worried at all. But now, after that little back and forth, maybe Small Evil's going to try and build something up to slow him down. He wants to slow it down, bring it back into his corner, because in one move, Bimchuck not only matched his score, but doubled it.
For 6.
And there we go. We see that Chromanova come out, and he's going to go ahead and pass.
I'll draw.
Just as I suspected, He's powering up that D, getting that D ready to go, just in case Bimchuk wants to attack him again. And he knows Bimchuk doesn't have a game wipe readily available, nor the means to protect his own beasts. So it's a safe bet that Bimchuk won't be using
Thank you. That's all I need.
that game wipe because both decks are very, very costly.
Go ahead and play a Glowing Cavern for 2.
But it looks like Bimchuk is working towards getting himself into that position to do so. Putting down that Glowing Cavern.
I'm going to rest Proto Jammer and use Reckless Off-Roading on that Glowing Cavern.
He's going to use that Reckless Off-Roading to get rid of that Glowing Cavern, which means that Chromanova is at risk. If he does decide to use that game wipe in the future, Chromanova won't be protected by that Glowing Cavern. Very, very smart play from Bimchuk. He's calculating his opponent, seeing what he might try to do to stop him from using those abilities.
Go ahead and attack for 8.
8.
Bimchuk is going to attack for 8. This is going to force Small Evil to use that D.
This guy's at 7.
7. 7.
That's 10. That's
How much are you swing for?
8.
7. Alright, then, yeah. I'll get them with these 2.
And Small Evil, he shows how powerful his D can be, how strong his D can be.
You gotta dispose of them as well.
He defends for that 10.
Also dispose. You got 3 minutes.
Just him.
And Bimchuk making the smart play, choosing
Don't
to
forget
off
draw
that
for defeating my
Chromanova.
Challenger.
And he defeated
Pass.
his challenger, so he'll get to draw another card. And now it's Small Evil's turn. So while he had the D to handle Bimchuk's attack, he did not have anything there to protect that Chromanova from being discarded, and that's a very pricey card. It costs 6. That is nothing to scoff at. He's going to go ahead and use that Open Geode. Maybe try to find him another Chromanova, but does not look. He's going to. Yeah, he does not find one at all.
That'll pass.
Gonna go ahead and pass it over to Bimchuk again. Bimchuk is getting himself one step closer to being in that perfect position to take it all away from Small Evil and swing for the fences.
The Proto Jammer. Get rid of that dank sewer for me.
He's gonna use that Reckless Off-Roading again. Get rid of that dank sewer. Now he's starting to piss Small Evil off, I can tell. And he's eyeballing that Festive Mimic. That card may be the savior for him right now, as he's only really got those power-up cards, but those power-up cards wouldn't be enough to power him up nearly enough to take down that Excusor. Because while that Excusor may be alone, that's still pretty strong D.
+2 onto Optimal Illusion.
He's going to go ahead and play a +2 onto that
I'm
Optimal
gonna
Illusion.
pass.
And he passes, so a defensive play. He's trying to make his D a bit stronger. Maybe he's anticipating that Small Evil's going to go ahead and swing and attack him to try and bring that score closer together. Small Evil, he has an Excusor. He also has that Cauldron. He might end up playing that Cauldron to try and get into another Chromanova. We just don't know. Or he could play that Excusor and prep for when he does end up with another Chromanova. The possibilities here are not endless. There's a couple of possibilities.
I played a Cauldron 4.
And he plays the Cauldron for 4. He's trying to decide what cards are going to go into his summoning pool.
Can we choose to activate the Starbit cluster? Or do we have to use it as a payment? Like, I have a Starbit cluster, but I want to put it in my summoning pool instead of discarding it. I want to use it as a normal card.
He's asking the ref
that?
a very good question.
I'm unsure about.
Oh, actually, that's a misplay. I couldn't even do that. Oh, no, I'm good.
He's very confused about what to do here. The nerves are getting to him because Bimchuk is one step ahead of him right now.
When the effect takes place, I think is a variable.
And now let's see, what beast is Small Evil going to get?
5.
Small Evil still hasn't even drawn from the top of his
You're
deck.
currently at a 5 with him. One with him. You're not going to use Cauldron's effect?
I am. I'm just still figuring out my phone.
Bimchuk calling out Small Evil for taking his sweet time to use Cauldron's effect, but Small Evil is just trying to read the field right now, see what's going on, see what he can and can't do. Oh, an Excasaur. Probably not the beast that he wants to see right now, but still another beast out there nonetheless.
Seems we've both been a little bit unlucky these past few turns.
Yeah.
Bimchuk blaming it all on luck,
Seems so.
but in my eyes, I think it's all just purely skill. Small Evil taking his time shuffling, thinking of all the different possibilities here. How is he going to get to his opponent? Because now at this point, he can't rely on mind games, and neither can Bimchuk. Both of them just have to rely on pure skill.
For 2, Frog Slap.
He used that Frog Slap for 2.
Gonna attach this to my Proto Jammer.
He's going to attach a Game Wipe onto Proto Jammer. Is this what he's been looking for?
And for 3, Festive Mimic.
He's going to play that Festive Mimic for 3. What does he get? That looks to be a 6. And oh, no Songs of Protection anywhere to be found. Making a Game Wipe play just unreasonable. What will Bimchuk do? Because now Small Evil knows he's on the clock.
Two.
Only 2 cards in Small Evil summoning pool. There's not going to be much that Bimchuk can do here. But his plan was unfortunately shattered by not drawing into that Song of Protection. What will he do instead?
I'll do a Glowing Cavern for 2.
He'll go ahead and play that Glowing Cavern down for 2.
And I will pass.
He's going to pass it over to Small Evil, but he does not sound very happy at all.
Thanks, Sewer for 1.
Going to go ahead and play a Dank Sewer for 1. Small Evil has a JBA in his hand, and he's eyeballing it right now. Could that be the play? Is he going to attack? He only needs to score 9 more cards to win. But for him to do that, he's going to have to attack for more than 9. He's going to have to attack for, let's say, he's going to have to attack for almost 20. but that is a possibility right now.
Yeah. JBA.
He's going to go ahead and play that JBA for 6.
That's 10. 5. 2. 17.
How many are in here already?
I believe 7.
Next game.
And just like that, it was that game.
Well, good game.
Good game. It was nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you too. Remember what I said about being an honest man. You got any job openings? I'll make sure to send in a resume.
Might just keep an open mind about that picture.
And a
Have a
final
nice day.
show of respect as Small Evil goes to the semifinals.